guys, sorry for the long hiatus. Yeah, the reasons why I don't make videos that often is that I only do YouTube for fun. Since the YouTube algorithm isn't on my tail at all, I can take long breaks in between videos. And when I said long breaks, I mean it. I've used this time to play through the Pokemon Sword expansion pass on my own time, which I don't, but once I do, then not only I'm just gonna record my adventure and post it onto YouTube. Oh yeah, sorry about that too. Then there's also school, and isn't life great? And before I make another depression joke, let's actually get into the part of the video that you've clicked on the thumbnail for. In this video, I'm gonna be listing off my top 10 favorite Pokemon, but with a twist. Can you guess that twist? That's right, I've randomly generated 15 Pokemon. 15 because so I can have a wider selection of Pokemon. Then choose 10 of them to be on the list. Like most top 10s on the internet, these picks are opinion based, so feel free to comment below. Quick disclaimer, the designs of the Pokemon will heavily influence the list, so keep that in mind. And before we get into the actual list, let's quickly go over some honorable mentions in Pokedex order, starting with Poliwag. Machoke. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of quote-unquote humanoid Pokemon, and before you call me a hypocrite, I like humanoid Pokemon if they have animalistic features, not in that way, cause this is pocket monsters, not pocket people. Igglybuff. It's kinda cute, and this Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum Dex entry are pretty hilarious. Sudowoodo. Never played Gen 2 officially, more details in the number 3 entry, up to the point where you first encounter Sudowoodo, and its design is pretty meh. And Cosmoem. What did it do in the anime again? Okay, let's actually get into the list now, starting with Hitmonlee. Like I said before with Machoke, I'm not a huge fan of most humanoid Pokemon, but unlike most humanoid Pokemon, Hitmonlee is actually pretty cool. The concept of having springs for legs sounds dope. Being a Gen 1 Pokemon means that some of the designs are pretty uninspired. Cough cough Seal, cough cough Voltorb. But unlike these Pokemon, the slinky-limbed potato doesn't just look like a person. Okay, it still does look like one, but you get what I'm saying, right? Rotom. Specifically, Rotom Wash. Personally, Rotom Mo is my favorite Rotom form, but we're not talking about the grass one, we're talking about the water one. And speaking of the water one, it's pretty funny looking, but that's it. Honestly, number 10 and number 9 can easily just switch places with each other, and I wouldn't really care. That's how indifferent I am to these perfectly fine pocket monsters. And Vulpix and Pick-a-Peck. These two are sharing a spot only because I have one word to describe both of them. That word being crash! Cute. Pick-a-Peck is a woodpecker and Vulpix is a fox, you boy. Even though I slightly like Pick-a-Peck over Cantonian Vulpix, Alolan Vulpix is cuter, you can't deny that, you piece of shit. Out of all of the Gen 1 normal flying type bird Pokemon, Mega Pidgeot's Gen 6, my favorite's Farfetch, but Dodrio's my second favorite. Dodrio. Do-dri-o. It's a cool Pokemon, but there's something about Dodrio that occasionally questions me. What the f? I mean, why does it have 3 heads? Don't get me wrong, it's unique, but why does it have 3 heads? Like, what in nature could have inspired this design philosophy? Whatever. I've never used a Dodrio on a team, and I probably won't ever. Unless if you count Pokemon Quest. If so, then I did. Just right now for this video. Golduck. So, what do I think about this blue non-psychic water-type duck Kappa Pokemon thingy? I want Psyduck. Sure, it's not the first or last pure water-type Pokemon, by far, but at least it's not Lumineon or something stupid. I also vaguely remembering watching this one Pokemon episode when I was a kid, with Golduck being the star Pokemon. What was the title of the episode again? Bye-bye, Psyduck! No one cares. Back on track now. This is the episode when Ash and company thought that Misty Psyduck evolved into a Golduck, and it was playing cool. Until the end of the episode where it's revealed that Misty Psyduck didn't evolve, and it was a different Pokemon entirely. What the heck? Well, it's better off for it, because come on, who doesn't love Misty Psyduck? But even though I like Psyduck better, Golduck will always be a pretty cool Pokemon in my opinion. Corphish! Yay! Another Water-type Pokemon! I have nothing personally against Water-type Pokemon, considering that Water is my second favorite type, only beaten by Dark as my favorite type aesthetically. Wink wink. Back to Corphish. It's a funny looking Pokemon defaultly, but it looks cool when battling in the anime, and there's a chance that Crab Hammer was a favorite move of mine for a little bit because of Corphish. But even though Corphish might not be the strongest of battlers for obvious reasons, its evolution is... That was sarcasm. Cyndiquil! I like it. It's cute, and it's my favorite Johto starter, though Totodile is a very, very close second, and Chikorita doesn't even stand a chance. I always liked the entire Cyndiquil line, except for their 3D models. Look how they massacred my boy. But like I said before, never played Gen 2 officially, so what that means is that after you play through a bit of Silver, but not with a Game Boy or through the Virtual Console, silly, I've used an emulator. What? What the So, I've always chose Cyndiquil in this game, and I've never realized how fun is it to use Fire-type Pokemon at the start of the game, burning every single bug and Grass-type Pokemon at the beginning, considering that I've heavily preferred the Water starters. I've played through Pokemon Silver, because Lugia is cooler than Ho-Oh, but the furthest I've ever reached is, can you guess? That's right. What are we talking about again? Oh yeah, this thing. Yeah, Cyndiquil is adorable and... Hold on, I think someone's at my door. Let me check. The Unova region had introduced a ton of Pokemon that I consider cool, like Crocodile, Hydreigon, Samurott, Genesect, Caracosta, and so many more. And that last one is what we're talking about today on this entry. Caracosta looks tough, but in a good way. It's a bipedal sea turtle wearing a bulletproof vest. It makes sense, and it looks great. Easily the coolest looking turtle Pokemon. But besides from the design, the other reason why this Pokemon's here is my nostalgia to it. You see, I didn't grow up with the main series game as a child, so I only have the anime. You can complain as much as you want, but the black and white anime was my childhood, and I love it. Anyways, there was this 2-episode arc for the Best Wishes anime where Team Rocket tried to revive the coffin fossil? What? Cover fossil into a Tortuga. They did, and used said Tortuga to open a rift, for whatever reason. But the most memorable part of that arc was when Tortuga got captured by Team Rocket, but then freed itself by evolving into a Caracosta. And I thought that was really cool. What's not really cool is how it fares in competitive, like how its typing is... Having a total of 4 weakness at first doesn't sound that bad until you realize how prevalent fighting and ground-type Pokemon are in competitive. Topping it off was a quadruple weakness to grass, and you're only one step closer to turtle soup. I have a hard time choosing between Caracosta and the next entry to be number 1, but in the end, this proto-turtle Pokemon can only snatch up the number 2 entry. And speaking of the number 1 entry... Crawdant! This thing looks awesome! The red body, the blue stripe on its chest, it's big, meaty, dead meme, and a big yellow star on his head. Crawdant looks like a samurai, and samurais are also awesome. Battle-wise, at least Crawdant has my favorite and second favorite type, which is good offensively, along with high physical attack, Dragon Dance, and the adaptability ability. Wish it was naturally faster though. I've also confused his name with Groudon when I was younger because their names are so similar. Groudon, Crawdant, Groudon, Crawdant, 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 Groudon, 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 Groudon. Anyways, I've actually got a shiny Crawdant in one of the Dynamax adventures while writing the script for this video, specifically during Corefish's entry. Coincidence? I think? Yeah, probably. All in all, I can say that Crawdant is my #1 favorite Pokemon. At least the Pokemon that got randomly generated for this video. Overall, it's nice to talk about Pokemon that normally doesn't appear on a top 10 favorite list. And I can imagine myself making a second video using a different selection of Pokemon because again, all of the Pokemon on this list are randomly generated. I think this video is the first of its kind, and I want to see other people doing this style of top 10. And they've probably already did because this video is 8 years late. And with that, roll intro. I mean outro, shit!